The holidays can be a great time for photos of family. Earlier this week, I shared with you the gear that I bring to photograph holiday parties when I'm a guest, but I want to take good photos of everyone. One thing I mentioned was setting up a little informal portrait studio just off in the corner. Last night, I set up one of these in my home and I took a few photos so that I can show you what I mean. Also, these could very well be used for your own family portraits at home. Incidentally, this month's photography theme is Depth of Field December, so I included varying degrees of depth of field. So I'll talk a little bit about that too, and then how you can see more from the shoot. Okay, first of all, I chose to pose next to a lit Christmas tree, but this could really be any decoration. Something large like a freestanding tree, but it could be smaller, a wreath on a door, a tabletop menorah, my little ceramic Christmas tree back there, anything. If you're in someone else's home, they may not be so keen on you moving things around, but I've been known to stage an area for photos, move decorations around for the photos, and then move them back afterwards. In this case, I wanted my dark drapes to be the background behind the tree, so I moved it over just a little bit so the wall wasn't showing in my photos. Now for lighting. You'll almost certainly need some sort of lighting. In my video earlier this week, I mentioned using speed lights. For this shoot, I went with something a little less conventional. Two of these Lytra Torch adventure lights. One was on a tripod to illuminate the background, while the other one was on this stick in Raymond's hand. May sound a little strange, but there is a method to my madness. First, continuous lighting like these are just easier for me to set up because I can see what I'm getting without having to take a photo. And then I'm not running back and forth to adjust lighting and take another photo and adjust lighting and such. So I just get what I want from the first shot. And the same goes with, for how Raymond was holding one of them while the other was on a tripod and he just had his camera in his hand. It was just quicker for these particular photos. Also, I chose them because I was thinking that these are really robust. If I'm taking photos of family at a party, there are probably kids running around. I'm much more comfortable with the thought of one of these getting knocked over than my speed light because these will just bounce off the ground and just keep going. And honestly, I just got these colored filters for them, which you just put right on the front. And it just made me want to play with these and illuminating the background with them. It just seemed like, that this was as good a shoot as any to try it out. And I ended up liking the effect. All of that being said, you can use whatever lighting you're most comfortable with. Now for positioning these items. I am a big fan of having my subject a bit in front of whatever my decoration or ambiance item is. In my case for this shoot, it was the Christmas tree. Even if it's a smaller item, I particularly like having it off to the side a little bit and behind the subject. Then I can have the item blurry in the background. It seems like the item then grounds the image and it shows what time of year it is, but it isn't the focus of the photo. Of course, there's definitely something to be said for including your decoration within the depth of field so it's more a part of the image. When I do that, I usually want my subject doing something, decorating the Christmas tree, lighting a candle on the menorah, unwrapping a gift, whatever else you can think of. The holidays are a great opportunity to take photos of people. They're often dressed up, they're in good spirits, and they can't really run away. So I just corner them. I'm only sort of kidding. As for your own family portraits, I think a lot of us have these big plans to take them, and we have like a big elaborate set that we want to create or some beautiful wintry location that we want to go to for the photos, but we're busy and time passes, and then all of a sudden it's next year. So keeping it simple like this might be your best bet to actually get the photos done. Speaking of elaborate, I will be doing something more involved to celebrate the end of the year. I have a few ideas for my annual year-end photo shoot, so keep your eyes out in the next few weeks for that. In the meantime, I do have one more sample image from last night's shoot up at snapchick.com. There is a link down in the description below to that. Also, Snapchick VIPs and Patreon Zion and Beyond patrons, you can log in while you're there to see the entire gallery of images. I'd love to know if you try this. I am actually trying to get my parents and my sister's family together so that I can do this for us. I have a nephew who is about to turn 1, and I am eager to capture his first Christmas, but I know I won't be able to keep him still long enough for a more intricate portrait session. I'll let you all know how it goes. Thanks for watching, happy holidays, and I'll talk to you soon.